Hi, it's 12:20 p.m. on 24th of June. Or abhi going forward, I'm seeing some particular pattern, and I'm seeing some particular interesting structures which are being formed in one particular sector, and so I'm going to discuss all the companies which I track in this sector and how going forward I can trade in this particular sector. So it's all about steel sector, and I'm going to discuss four companies: Tata Steel, Jindal Steel, and Power, and JSWSTEEL, and SAIL, of course, because there are a lot of people who have a lot of interest in SAIL. For me, of course, my biggest interest is in Tata Steel. That's the number one, and the second is JSWSTEEL, and the third one is Jindal Steel and Power. I play JINDALSTEL and Power just because of its huge volatile, and it helps me in making some very decent and good intraday profits if I am in the right side of the trade. So no matter what, let's start this analysis. So we are on an hour chart for Tata Steel, and here we are seeing that it went towards its all-time high, and then it faced some resistance. But right now, this is the first time over, so it had a breakdown from its all-time high, and then it went towards 1050 level, where I entered Tata Steel, and this was tweeted as well as I made a video of why 1050 is a level which you should enter in Tata Steel. But as usual, there are a lot of naysayers, and they were saying the run of the steel sector is gone. Well, steel sector, cyclic sectors, they have particular they have particular characteristics, particular features for people to say that a particular cyclical sector is gone. So no matter what, let's start doing. So basically what happened is, since we are on a 1 hour chart, so since the lower of candles, since the middle of June, JSWSTEEL has been following this particular structure, and this is a very good cup and handle pattern which you can see. Right now Tata Steel has 1117 levels, and is trying to break through this resistance. It has never been able to break this resistance for a long time, and right now it seems like it's trying to break, and going forward I would not be surprised if it touches 1134 or 1140 levels within today itself, if there is no weakness in Nifty. So this is definitely one of the companies. There has been a very good buying interest, you can see on this particular candle, and then it gapped down, but there was a follow-up buying. So basically you can very well say that or 1100 levels is a very good level for again re-entering Tata Steel. So no matter what, I see that Tata Steel is definitely one of the sectors where it will try to give you a really good return in very short term. You can see it was range bound if I go for a 2 hour or 4 hour chart. Exactly, so you can see this particular 2 range. This is where Tata Steel has been operating. There have been a lot of breakdowns just like this one, but it was able to recoup, and then it went for a nice consolidation. It gave a breakout, and the breakout failed, and it again is but it has again entered the range. This is very important. I was expecting that after the last run which it had. Actually tomorrow also I traded Tata Steel and made money when I entered around about this candle and closed around about here. But no matter what, I think Tata Steel should definitely be in your radar. You can see there's a lot of green volumes, and this is absolutely showcases that there's a lot of interest, and this is just a small hiccup in an otherwise uptrending market. So this is the first company is Tata Steel. The second company which I want to talk about is JSWSTEEL. Similarly to Tata Steel, since the mid of June it had a fall, and it was trying to form a base, and right now you can see I have formed a channel. I have created a channel for you, and this is something which showcases that it fell, it got a very good support, and then eventually it went and tested this channel, but it was not able to cross 685 levels, and I think going forward that should be a very interesting level for us also to monitor how JSWSTEEL goes from here. But the thing is, it had a breakdown, and then again it took support from the channel, and right now is the first time since a long that it's able to go above this midpoint of channel. Going forward,
I would say until unless 685, 686 is broken, you can stay on the sidelines. But definitely going forward, I can say that levels of 666 or 660 is definitely something which can be traded in options. So if you are an option trader and you know how to trade and you know the risks and margin requirements, then I am actually doing an options trade. I have already initiated it in JSWSTEEL. So this is the second company which I have for you, and the third company which I have for you is Steel Authority of India. So if you look for a daily chart, it went for an all-time high of 150ish, and then it corrected and it formed a very good base, and this is exactly the pattern in making which Tata Steel has already recouped from. So you can see this is absolutely going for something like this. Of course, you have to understand 120 is a very big psychological support that this sale has, and similarly 130 would be a very big psychological resistance for now. So maybe over here. So it has tried to cross 130 multiple times, and if we just look for a very simple analysis, if we do a very simple analysis, so we can see that most of the time it spins and then it breakout comes, and then again it enters, and now again it's trying to go and test the 133 135 levels. Maybe because of expiry today we won't see 130 getting breached, because of the smart money has some positions, but you can see from here a lot of green big candles, and these volumes also showcase that there's a lot of buying interest. And going forward, if you look into the monthly chart or a weekly chart, so that's this company really has given a very good return from 23 to 150 levels. So 6-7 times money has multiplied, and of course SAIL is one of the good PSU companies which you can have, especially from a very booming and upcoming sector like steel. This is Maruti, yeah, and this is the last chart I want to discuss about the JINDALSTEEL and power. So if you look for a daily chart, the same structure, JINDALSTEEL formed 500, and then it has fallen down, and then is trying to take a support roundabout from 380 to 400 levels or 396 levels. I have traded multiple times, and in the last few days and weeks, in which I have mentioned of how I was buying at 396 and booking at 407, 409, 412 levels, and I have played this range really beautifully and really multiple times. Then it gave a breakout, and I was not really interested, and then it gave a breakdown, and then it got a very good support from 366 370 levels, and right now it has again entered this very tight narrow channel. So if you look for an hourly chart, you can see that it has tried to have multiple it has faced the resistance multiple times, and this is exactly the reason that I am doing this analysis, because it again is one of the very interesting and good patterns which has formed, that it was trying to take 396. You see, this was more of a support, and then there was a breakdown came with a huge volume. So the breakdown came, and now it's again trying to re-enter this 396 to 410 12 this particular band. So let's see of how this JINDALSTEEL works out, and theoretically going forward, if it is able to enter 396 and is then again it may start consolidating between 396 and 410, and that would be a very interesting region for me. So I hope this whole analysis, a shorter technical analysis of all the top 4 companies in steel sector, namely Tata Steel, JSWSTEEL, Steel Authority of India, and JINDALSTEEL and Power, was helpful for you, and you would be able to track your trade and pick up one of your counters. No matter what, as I said, that this is definitely one of the companies which should be in your radar, and you should be definitely trying to make some position if you want to, but definitely I'm making my own positions. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope you have a very wonderful trading, and please consult your financial advisor before making any investments and before making any trading calls. Thanks a lot for listening. Yep, bye bye.